in my Adam's apple.
You have a very pronounced Adam's apple.
No,
Shout out to Adam.
I was about to say that. Thank you for having me here.
Thanks, man. This wind seems a little loud. Hopefully they can't hear it. Just, you know. All right. This is peaceful in the shade.
I'm just worried about the tripod.
Not too hot out here. Feels good.
I haven't seen you since like graduation.
Yeah, and then I dipped for Mexico and then came back with the.
Did you go like the next day?
Yeah, literally the next morning we woke up and we left. Went with the neighbors. Shout out to the neighbors.
When'd you get back?
That Saturday, I don't really travel a lot. Like Like
Next week.
via plane. It was weird. Like going through customs and all that. Like going to a different country and stuff. I could buy alcohol.
Yeah.
I got in there. I'm just like, I wonder if I could just like buy 10 of them and then come back and sell them. But I don't think in the U.S. if I came back with alcohol in my bag, they're like, I don't think. Yeah, they probably would have confiscated it.
They'd say something. I never even thought about that. So
Yeah.
sure. I feel like maybe.
Like literally the first thing when we got to Mexico was like this alcohol store. It was a liquor store. Like not even like, you're like cologne stores and like your like little like gift shop stores. It was literally like alcohol. I was like, oh, bet.
I feel like that's what like I feel like a lot of people go on vacation there. People when they go on like senior trip, it's always somewhere where like you can drink that.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah. If they're not doing it illegally, yeah. Just to get away from their parents.
Yeah, true.
But no, I thought like I was telling people I was gonna go crazy in Mexico because you have to be 18 to drink, but I didn't even really like. I could not bring myself to get like plastered in front of my parents. That's so weird. Like I barely drank. Like I was telling people like, yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. It's gonna be so fun. Like I'm gonna have so many drinks, but like literally there was something about like the mixes that they put in the drink. Like for instance, like a pina colada. It wasn't just like your standard like, all right, pineapple, coconut, then blend it. There was like a it was ice and then like a formula for it, and then you blend it up, and then it's a pina colada. Not like a formula, but like a pre-made drink mix. And something about that, I was waking up, stomach was not feeling good, bro.
It's like different spices and flavors.
Yeah.
Like isn't there a sauce that's like on every food there?
Yeah, it's super spicy. Yeah, my stomach was not prepared for Mexico. Like the Mexican restaurants here, like Americanized, or like damped down. Like unless you like actually use like the green or red sauces at the side of like your table that everyone like tries.
Most of them don't even give you that.
No, yeah, no. The food is definitely. It was good. It was all inclusive and stuff. Like we could go to like an American food restaurant, but like the Mexican food, like.
What was the American food restaurant like? Was it like Mexicans working?
Yeah, it was all Mexican. We went to a hibachi grill there. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun.
Like, even the hibachi grills here, like it's always like it has to be Asian.
Yeah, facts. I mean, they cooked it good. It was good. It was good stuff. But yeah, no. So right after graduation, we left for Mexico. We were there for 5 days, and I came back. Saturday was weird, and people are staring at me at the airport because I was bald.
You got a hair
got it fixed, baby. I got my mom's dad's genetics. He was bald by like 22, 23, or at least like mostly bald. Maybe not full bald, but
really?
I'm not full bald, but I just still have like the old man Steve Mersinger hairline.
Steve.
No, I'm not dissing on Steve. But the thing is, Steve's like 50. I'm 18, bro.
No, he's actually 46.
46.
I always give him crap. He has like the McDonald's, like the Eagles, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, dude, my grandpa. I mean, luckily it goes by like mom's dad's side. I mean, mom's dad's. It's not very good on that side either because he's like bald. He's got like the little hedges in the back.
Yeah. No, that's how my head is shaped almost too.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but my grandpa, my dad's dad, he like went bald. Like he was going bald in high school.
Yes, bro. It's a real problem. Like
not even that far into high school.
Coming from a guy that had pride on his hair, took pride on his hair. Like I loved my hair. Like I thought I was nothing without my hair. Yes, and then it starts falling out. I'm like, what's the point of life anymore? I'm joking. But no, we got it fixed, baby. Good timing. Don't have to go back to school bald. Ackerman's not gonna take your hat off.
They don't even have rules like that in college, do they? You like not have to wear a hat.
This is gonna be the look for a bit, at least the rest of the summer too,
Yeah,
unless the sides grow out more.
I'm not gonna lie, I would mess with being bald, bro. Like I would.
Dude,
Like,
I was look. I gotta show you some pictures. Like, I was looking good. Like, I had a pair of fake blue light glasses that I bought a couple years ago. Me and my friend came over, took some pictures of me. Like, I low key like
fake blue light glasses.
I look decent. Like, I didn't even look bad bald.
You look like dude with this shirt. The shirt is what like makes you.
I'm saying. I know, but it looks good. My head shape. I thought my head shape was bad because like I look like Dr. Phil with like the V up like that, and it's like wide on the top, and then it comes down. Like, no, I messed with it.
It's
Like,
not bad.
like I said, I wouldn't go near a mirror for like the first 3 days because I was like, what did I just do to myself? I don't even want to see. I kept Snapchatting people like this, like only like the bottom half of my face. I wouldn't show I wouldn't show my forehead, bro.
I thought like it was a filter at first when I seen, but then I was like clicking, like holding down to see.
You text me like, bro, is that real? Say that's not real, bro. I keep catching people off guard too that I haven't told yet. I'll just send them a picture. I'll be like that. They're like, bro, is that real? Is that a filter? I'm like, guess we'll never know. But yeah,
I thought you just got a buzz cut at first.
Low key, I feel like everybody needs a buzz cut at some point in their life, just to feel like
Dude,
get that
all throughout elementary
like
school.
that pre like basic training kind of like feeling like, oh, what has happened?
True, I've had that like way too much for my life.
Yeah, true. No, I got you. Yeah, I've had long hair ever since I was like 3. So like
Oh, yeah.
at least like longer. My mom always like was like, she's like, oh, little boys with long hair are so cute. You need to have long hair. And I was like,
I feel like moms either like it or they don't like
yeah.
it. My mom did not like it. Like my grandma would cut my hair, so she'd like have my grandma like make me get a buzz cut every time.
Yeah.
And I just look like an alien.
Yeah. No, my mom, I always had curly blonde hair, and then nature took its course. I was sad. It didn't even hurt really. Like they numbed it. The anesthesia hurt like bad because they took like a little shot and then just boom, boom, boom all over my head, like poked me, pricked me, and it was like the local anesthesia, not
How
like.
does it even work? Like, do they put like
It
hair follicles?
burned like hell. So no, they took a little pen in the back, zoop, zoop, took the hair follicle out, and then they opened it up on top, like the dormant hair follicles. Took those out and then put the new one in.
That's actually like.
No, I didn't feel it. It didn't even really hurt afterwards
It
either.
looks painful, like the scars and stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff looks terrible.
Yep, it's out of the bag now. I got a hair transplant. I think everyone knows already though.
What about showers though?
I had to take a bath for like the first 10 days, and I could just like pat it. But now I can take a light shower. I'm just still not trying to like scrub,
I didn't know if you had a shower cap.
Nah, you actually have to wash it once a day because then you don't want it to get infected. Like I had to be on antibiotics for like the first 5 days. So, yeah. Nah, dude, I was walking through the airport. Like I had like a big bandage on the back to like the donor area where they took the follicles, and everyone was like looking at me. I'd walk past them. I'd be like,
Wait, donor area? What do you mean?
so like yeah, this is the donor area. This is where they took the existing follicles and put them on the front.
Oh, so they take them from the back and they.
Yep. And you wouldn't even really notice. Like
No.
there's just so much hair on the back of your head. Because the hair on this top, like right here, is susceptible to the hormone that goes bald, but this isn't. That's why people, whenever they're bald and stuff, like they still have like the bald spot on top, but they still have like the hair on the side, like old men, because that's not susceptible to the hormone that makes you go bald.
I wonder why that is.
It's weird. So they took those hairs and put them on the top, so those hairs will be there forever. So everything might go, but I'll have like my hairline right there. Yeah. So no, I had a bandage on the back from the donor area, and people were like staring at me. And I'd look at them, I'd be like, "Watch out for those monkeys in Mexico. They fall from the trees and they'll do some damage." I'll be like, "Don't play with fire." And they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "No." Like, I'm chill. I just got a hair transplant. Yes, bro. People would just like walk past me and stare at me. I'd be like, "Well, you watch out. They're real."
Are there even monkeys in Mexico?
I don't know. Nah, Mexico was lit though. Like it was so fun. Like I said, I didn't overdo it on the alcohol at all, but I did have some pina coladas and they were good. They just made my stomach hurt.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't drink that much, and I don't feel like you should get pissed drunk.
It's illegal here.
No, but if you're going on a vacation like that, you should.
In Mexico,
you should try
where it was legal.
Some pina coladas.
It was good, yeah. Now there was this one called Blue Hawaiian, and it was some fruity blue drink, and it literally tasted like Fruity Pebbles. It was great. It was really good. I don't even like the thing is like I could have like drank all of them virgin and been okay, like without alcohol. Like genuinely the alcohol. Yeah, no. When you say virgin pina colada, virgin like daiquiri or something like that, it means no alcohol. No, I literally would have been fine if none of them had alcohol because the alcohol aftertaste was like the worst part of all of them. I was like, oh, that's good. And then swallow it and it's like, you know. But my bad. We probably should have put on bug spray, but we're fine.
No, it's like there's no dude. When me and Israel filmed it, just the other day, it was like off the bike trail.
Yeah.
I found like this freaking like hidey hole thing. You know, like the bike trail over. It's like those bee things that like you hit them and then they sting you.
No, but keep going.
That's what that thing was. Anyway, it's like the bike trail by the water tower, like the Glen Carbon water tower.
Oh, you guys went there?
Yeah. So like.
Oh my gosh. Was this like the old water tower, the one by the old water tower, right?
It's like out in the cornfield, kind of, like on the edge of Glen Carbon.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the one. So like.
It's off the bike trail, that rusty one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like kind of by like where all like the new stuff is.
The chicken salad chicken.
Yes. Yeah. I wonder if we could like explore that and go into that.
Dude,
can you?
It's like as wide as a tree trunk. That water tower.
Can you? I haven't. It's been years since I've been there. I used to live by there.
Are you talking about the rusty water
yes.
tower? Or are you talking about
the rusty one?
Okay, because there's that elevator thing over by the place that we went.
Oh really?
You know that like building that's like this and it's abandoned. Water tower I'm talking about. It's like
edge of Glen Carbon.
Yeah.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So we went like down the trail like this way and then like go that way and you know how like there's the other trail up above that like red bridge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Like you just barely pass the red bridge and then like next to it on the other side there's like the stream on the side. There's a board laid down and like I was just walking the dog before we went and filmed it like there and I seen it and I was like I'm gonna see what that is. And there was like a blue rope down the trail, like to go up there.
Really?
Yes, I started walking up there.
Sick.
And there's just this open area, like under the trees. There's like a little tree canopy over here, and there's like a water gun tied up with a rope inside of there, and then there's like holes that kids are playing back there.
Really?
And then there's like another rope that goes up to other trails, so we filmed it back there.
Screw video games, bro. Just explore your areas, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, like just explore. Like you never know sometimes like what you'll find like at home, like in this area, like some cool stuff.
It's so much more like fun too, and you don't get like headaches and crap from like sitting inside.
Yeah, facts.
And you're actually like being active.
Yeah. Like no, there's like places in like Alton that have like abandoned like warehouses and stuff that like people go explore and like. Yeah, no, I've heard of it. I'm like that's our neighbor, you know.
For real. I know there's places in St. Louis that are abandoned that people explore.
Yeah, that stuff's fun.
You know, there's some signs like abandoned mines over by that trail too.
No, the Glen Carbon. I mean, like if you even look at the water towers, it's got a miner on it. Yeah, like Glen Carbon's like known for like Edwardsville or Glen Carbon's like known for like it was like a mining town back in the day, like in the early 1900s and 1800s, like. Glen Carbon, like, I'm pretty sure the name comes from that. I don't know, but like I know that there's like one of my old houses in Edwardsville and Glen Carbon had like it was over a coal mine at some point. It was abandoned, obviously, but like there's coal mines under Edwardsville and Glen Carbon for sure.
Like, were you able to go down there?
No. Yeah, but like deep down under like neath, like where we lived, like there was coal mines.
That's kind of creepy to think that there's like stuff under you, like it's kind of off top of like that. Horseradish farm I used to work at in Collinsville. It's not like mines under it, but there's like an underwater river. Like,
really?
Like under like Maryville and Collinsville.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's where most of their water comes from, because like he had like this thing he'd always say because the water treatment plant was like right next to where this farm was, and he'd say like last summer it was super dry for a while, and he's like, we know we're in a drought when you hear the buzzing because it's like pulling water up from that underwater river.
Yeah.
And I think it flows like underground too, like the Mississippi or something cool like that.
Sick. Sick. We're all over the place when we were talking today. Like, it's like talking about.
There was mines inside. It's like I don't know which cases, but one of them in Troy, like there's mines inside that's like at it. Like,
I believe it. Yeah.
like fell apart.
No, you don't realize it, but like yeah, there are like mines and stuff underneath where we live. For sure.
I think a lot of Illinois was like, there's a lot of abandoned like Illinois towns like do you know what Jacksonville, Illinois is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that town. I'm so scared that tribe.
Is it gonna fall? It's not gonna fall. It'll be fine.
That town's like pretty like dead now. Besides that college that's like rinky dink that barely anybody knows about. Like there's nothing in that town.
Some community college, something.
Yeah, it used to be a mining town. Now it's just like dead.
Yeah, I got you.
That's what happens to a lot of towns.
I got you.
After the mining stuff, they just lose all like their industry.
Yeah, facts. I don't think it was mining out here, but definitely in the town of like Edwardsville and Glen Carbon for sure.
Yeah, I think Troy for sure a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Troy's still alive now because Glen Carbon got saved because Edwardsville got that like SIUE.
Yeah.
And then like they just are like right next.
They're like the same town practically.
Yeah, they practically are.
Like Glen Carbon, Edwardsville, it's like the same.
Troy only survives with the truck stops.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I don't even really like Troy. Like Troy's kind of. I just like, why would you live there? Like, I don't know. No offense to anyone that lives there. No offense to anyone that, I mean, you don't live there. Your parents do, but like, you gotta go to Edwardsville for everything. Like, Pete's Market is overpriced as heck. I mean, everything's expensive nowadays. Like, we're not gonna explain why, but I blame Biden. That's become my new joke about everything. It's just like. Just like they're like, yeah, the polar ice caps are melting. I blame Biden. No, I'm joking. No, that's not how it works. It's not Biden's fault. He did cut the pipeline. Gas is expensive because of Biden, whether Mr. Trump will admit it or not. Like it is because of the pipeline. The timelines match up, but
you gotta think about this. So like, he's not really doing any of this. He's the puppet, and everybody else is making him do this.
It's the agenda.
He's still a weak man, and it's his fault for selling out to the money or whatever he was paid to just take drugs and stand up there.
I don't even think he's a bad guy, really. I don't think like Joe Biden is like an awful human being. I do think he's got some incompetence to him because he's that old, but
I still just don't think he's a great guy. Like he doesn't seem like a bad.
No. No.
I knew that was coming, bro.
I
was just waiting that wind is like blowing so hard. Alright, how can I stabilize this? It's fine. If it blows over again, I'll just pick it up.
Let's pick it up again. Yeah.
Anyways, I think. Sorry, technical difficulties.
It's technical difficulties. We're back though. We're back.
But I feel like he seems like not a terrible, like a nice guy, but like I still feel like he's not a great guy because he definitely sold himself out, and now he's just doing.
What do you mean sold himself out?
Like he sold himself out to the Democratic Party, and now he's just doing all their crazy crap.
I mean, he's not even. Yeah, like you said earlier, he's just kind of a puppet for real.
I mean, is he even competent to make decisions like that?
Yeah. No, it's Kamala, and it's just definitely just the whole Democratic agenda that's behind him. He's just kind of the, I don't know, the figure in the position to officially make things like.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like. I mean, my dad said this so much, but it's definitely true. There's definitely people that like want that for our country. Like, I don't know if they like put him up there on purpose to make our country look weak or something to other people.
What bothers me though sometimes is like when we talk about politics, it's just like the ignorance that comes with it. Like it can come from both sides too. Because I remember on TikTok, like you'd watch like before Biden got elected, people would like be like, "This is what our country is going to look like when Biden gets elected," and it looked like some like utopia or not utopia, dystopian future with like everything's burning. Like that's not how the political system works. There are checks and balances. People are like, Donald Trump's going to take away all of our. He's a threat to democracy. He's going to take away all of our rights. He's going to take away all of our rights. He's going to make abortion not legal. All right, Trump came out and said that abortion should be depending on the states, which is a federalist stance, which is honestly you could argue is pro-choice and pro-life if you think about it, leaving things to the states. So basically, what's going to happen is all the states that are like California that are, you know, pro-choice are going to stay the same. States like Florida that are pro-life are going to stay the same. Like, nothing's really going to change.
Yeah.
The ignorant factor is like, that is not how our political system works. He's a threat to democracy. He's going to take away all of our rights. Take a government class. Watch some Steve Heimler videos. You don't know what that is, but that's an AP U.S. history guy or AP government. There are checks and balances in the U.S. government system that prevents that stuff. Not saying that Trump would even try to be a threat to democracy. Not saying that Biden will be a threat to or try to be a threat to democracy. But if they were to try to do something like that and be a dictator, it would not work. It would not work. You have the judicial branch over here saying that's unconstitutional. You have Congress having to approve of. First of all, like even then, like you have to have the president to veto or to approve whatever Congress comes up with. But at the same time, if he vetoes whatever Congress comes up with, it can be overridden by a 2/3 majority vote in the Senate. Like there's checks and balances in the U.S. government. Oh no, wind. Anyways, enough of that rant. Sorry, I kind of got off topic, but like, what pisses me off about like people talking about politics is the ignorance. Like, everyone wants to root for who they want to root for because everyone just grasps onto a candidate that they like. But you got to look at what the good of the country is, and you have to be realistic about things. Donald Trump is not going to take away your abortion rights. Look up his statement on abortion. It's changed for sure. It's gone up and down. Back whenever he was on Oprah Winfrey, 30 years ago, he was saying that he was very pro-choice, and then he changed and became a Republican because oh my gosh, that is a big bug. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
No, it's like a wasp, like a what?
Dude, what is that?
Just like a Pokemon.
Dude, yeah, it's like something you see in a video game.
Picture, just like
oh shit! Could they even hear me?
No, I didn't. Just like pull your shirt like that, and then it like sucks. There you go.
Oh, W. Okay, so what was I saying?
You're talking about how people are like idiots. I agree with you.
Idiot. Well, I wouldn't say idiots. It's just like ignorance.
Like,
do your research. Don't do any bias like it goes for both sides. Like, I'm not just saying that it's the Democrats or the Republicans. I'm saying that you gotta do your research. You gotta stop being in an echo chamber of news like Fox News and CNN that's just feeding you what you want to hear. You're not gonna get reliable news. You're not gonna get anything new. You're just gonna they're just patting your bottom to make money.
No, and here's the thing about like CNN and all those news stations like that I hear all the time. Like, they don't care about giving you good news or anything that's super like accurate and unbiased. They care about getting the better ratings. And whoever's paying
they're corporations.
Whoever's paying them more money,
like
Democrat, Republican, they're going to be biased to that side. They're going to do whatever they can to blow stuff
exactly.
out of proportion.
Exactly.
Make more people watch it, be interested.
Exactly.
The goal of TV is ad revenue, getting people to be addicted to watching.
100%.
It's like social media.
Yeah, you got to stay away from both sides. Obviously, like, I grew up on Fox News. I don't think Fox News is as bad as CNN or MSNBC, but there's still some things that you got to watch out for. Like, I'm pretty sure when Easter came around,
Me and Al
we were talking about that, like the whole LGBT, like trans rights.
Yeah, but like
that wasn't true. We were all getting pissed at him, like, oh, this is what Biden said. I looked it up. I went to Fox News. Fox News was like, Biden tries to make Easter trans blah 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 day. No, he didn't. I went to the WhiteHouse.org and read up on what Joe Biden's official statement for the day of Easter was, and it was, I wish all of our Christian Americans today a wonderful, happy day to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Biden is a Catholic. There was nothing on trans right. They just happened to be on the same day, which Biden being a Democrat and having the LGBTQ plus, like people more leaning on his side, not saying all of them, but I'm saying the majority of them, the extremists, he's going to pat their bottom too. He's going to be like, all right, okay, today's trans day. So he's going to recognize that somewhat, but he didn't make it
that day.
Yes.
That day.
He didn't make it over Easter. It just happened to be on the same year, which is something we got pissed at our friend Adam for. We were like, bro, Biden said this. Yeah. Well, then I actually looked it up and I was like, all right, he didn't actually say that. That was a right-wing news that came out and said that to try to piss people, Republicans off, to hate Biden. Like, that's wrong. Like, I can see that. I am a conservative. I'm gonna vote Republican. I saw that. Like, you can't be ignorant. You can't be ignorant on this stuff. You gotta do your research.
I feel like there's stuff like that for both sides.
Oh, absolutely. That's my point. I'm saying, like, I'm exemplifying a situation where it was on the right, you know. So yeah.
And I like they're super like petty with stuff. Like we were talking about this in our gov class, talking about how like Biden gets in and whenever Trump like he just reverses all the executive orders that Trump had, even if it's something that maybe they would side with or something like that. No, it's all wrong because it's just because Trump.
Yeah, so absolutely. I mean, I'm not just gonna hate the guy to hate the guy. He's the president of my country. I'm gonna have some kind of respect for him. If I were to meet him in person, I'd shake his hand and smile at him like he is the president of the United States. Okay, I'm not gonna vote for him because quite frankly, I like my cheap gas and I like my inflation down and I like my
I like a lot of stuff.
I like my fiscally conservative economy.
Yeah.
But no, I mean I think he deserves respect. I think what the Democrats are doing to Trump right now.
I think most of everybody.
And by the way, those 35 felony charges that he got convicted guilty of, they're going to apply to the New York Court of Appeals and it's going to get overturned. So I'm not even getting my panties in a bunch for that. He's not going to go to jail.
You know what my dad was saying? Like, if they even let him get elected, like, if he does, he can just pardon himself out of jail.
Exactly. That's crazy.
It's really just a joke.
They're just trying to screw him. And I'm not like that. I don't wish that on Biden or anybody.
No, I don't
like,
think that should happen. That shouldn't happen to anybody.
Dude, he does not deserve half the stuff that he's getting put at him. Bro is worth like $10 billion. He could easily just get on his ivory tower and just live his lavish life and you know, money.
Like, that's what he always says.
But he cares about America.
He doesn't either.
Like, yeah, I know. It's ignorance, man. They just want to hate him because it makes them feel good. It's like, I'm not like that with Biden, dude. I hope I don't want him to be incompetent, man. I hope he can make some good decisions. There's some bills that he's signed that I think have been good. You know, I'm not gonna trash the guy. You know, every president has some good feats to them. Obama did some good stuff. Not as much as I think, you know, Trump did. Not as much as I think, you know, Reagan did. But there's some. I mean, you can give credit where credit is due. Sometimes, you know, you don't have to just. Oh, I hate him. He's the other side. I'm not gonna. Everything he does is terrible. Like, no. So yeah, wind.
It's getting bad. I don't even know what to do about it.
Nah, I feel so good out here though. This is a W. I'm very comfortable temperature right now. Very comfortable in this seat. This Gatorade is tasting good. So yeah.
With Biden being, I mean, everybody says there's certain religions, but like some people like they don't really follow that. I feel like it's kind of backwards that Biden says like he's a devout Catholic, but like he's arguing for like mega pro-choice and stuff. Yeah, a lot of those things that definitely Catholics would not agree with.
I mean, yeah, I agree. There was him going like this at like a pro-choice thing, or a pro-choice rally or something. I don't remember, but it was pro-choice.
Like he didn't agree with it.
No. He was like, they were like chanting pro-choice, and at some point he did this, like Jesus, like cross.
I took that like he's like.
It pissed a lot of people off, for sure.
I took that as if like he doesn't agree with it. He's trying to say God.
No. He was supporting it. But at the same time, I mean, Trump had sex with a porn star, and he claims to be a Christian. So there's some things that are. We're all human.
Is it true though?
I mean, if you had Riley Reid in front of me and she wanted to.
All right, bro.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. Cut that out. Cut that out, bro.
No.
You're not cutting that out? Nah, bro. All right, if you had Summer Rae right here, I'm joking. I'm joking. I need to stop. I need to stop.
Would I like? Would I have done that like 2 or 3 years ago? Yeah, I would.
No, I understand.
Person,
I understand. All jokes. All jokes. Oh man.
what's been like? What's your feelings now that like? I mean, I know it's definitely a like your birthday party, like when you just turned 18.
Yeah.
What's your feeling now that like school's over? Like,
Oh man, it's great. It's amazing. Don't have to deal with half the BS that I had to deal with. I mean, this year was supposed to be fun, but my dumbass decided to take Cal 2 and physics and AP English, which I found out that my AP English from this year is not even going to transfer to anything for my degree. My last year's AP English will, English 1 and 2, but my literature, I took AP Lit and Comp this year. And my two literature courses aren't going to transfer. My physics course isn't going to transfer. Oh, okay. I take that back. They will transfer, but they're not going to count towards anything in my degree. They're going to count as elective credits. And with me being in the honors college at Murray State, I have to take a honors course once a year. That's my brother mowing grass. I have to take a honors seminar or something every semester, like just to be in the honors college. And with that, like, there's no room for like electives, really. So it's just basically I'm taking major classes, and none of those electives are really going to count for anything. So I really wish I wouldn't have taken AP English this year or AP or honors physics because it was stupid. I mean, they were the most stressful classes ever. He's a butt.
some of that stuff is so stupid. Like it's almost like insurance companies. They do like whatever they can to like make stupid rules and wiggle you out to not get
Yeah,
save money and stuff.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I really wish I would have taken just regular English and not taken honors physics. Maybe AP psychology, because AP psychology would have counted towards something. Because I have to take for pre med, I have to take a psychology class at some point. So this year was kind of a waste. Like, it was very, very stressful, and I think everything happens for a reason. So maybe it just like prepared me for how hard my classes are going to be in college. Because if I would have taken those classes I just explained instead of the ones that I took, I think this year would have been a lot less stressful and a lot easier. But I mean, way the difference is because I could have. I mean, I got pushed to my limit this year. I got pushed honors physics. I'd have Cal 2. I'd have essays to write. I'd have. I mean, it was hard. There was nights where I just like would tear up. I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this. And I mean, it pushed me to my limit, which builds character for sure. I mean, it gets you prepared for college and what that has to come. So, I mean, my theory is maybe college will be easier because I'm already used to it being that hard, which is a good dynamic to have. But at the same time, my senior year was so stressful. I was college applications, essays, school was hard. Like it took a toll on me, man. I'm looking back and I'm just like, ah, it was awful. And your senior year's not supposed to be like that. Your senior year's supposed to be, oh, this is great. Like, it was not like that. It was awful. It was terrible. I mean, like we were talking about, like some of our friends, like we all stopped hanging out and stuff. Like everyone kind of started going their separate ways. Like I hung out with a lot less people. I was just kind of like, I was actually working more too. Like I was working every Saturday too. Like I don't know why I put myself through that, but for sure, changing for sure. Like just like I think the theme is just change because just people changed, or just the dynamics between people changed. People like some changed for the better, some changed for the worse, and it was just different. You know, I'm looking back at memories from last year, the proms and stuff, and everyone like to think there like we weren't all gonna be at the like buddy buddies and the same groups and stuff. Like the people that came to my house for prom last year, and then I'm looking at the people that came to my house the second year. Like I can't even like it was totally different. It's like I wouldn't have thought that junior year whenever we had prom.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't think I'd ever be talking to you.
Oh God, bro.
We didn't think we'd ever be friends.
I think I changed for the better. I think I became more down to earth.
I think you definitely did.
for sure. Traumatizing stuff does that to you, bro.
You gonna talk about some of that?
I mean, we can get into it a little bit, but I mean, dude, just like, I don't know, like, I mean, we were gonna talk about high school anyways, so yeah, like freshman, sophomore, junior year, I was just kind of living in the clouds, you know. I was just like living by the day, you know, just kind of having fun, doing whatever, not thinking too much of anything, and then, you know, March of 2023, I started. That's when a big change happened. I saw some stuff that really, you know, changed your brain chemistry and kind of altered your perspective on life. And like, it just it changes you for sure. Like, just back to the word change, you know, it changes you for sure. And then like just from there on out, like I just saw the world through a different lens. I feel like, while my peers around me were like kind of how I was before that, like just like living by the day, having fun, not caring about anybody else. And I didn't care about anybody else before that, you know. I was just kind of myself, self-centered, what was best for me. And now seeing that other people like that from somebody that has like a new perspective, like it's weird, you know. It changed me for sure. It does. I feel like a little isolated. And it didn't always hit me at first. Like March 2023 is when all that stuff happened, but like it didn't hit me until about August. Like summer was kind of like a break from it. Like I was kind of just living by the day, and then August came and I turned 18, and I just changed. Like my like it like the denial period was over from all that stuff, and then I just like really sunk in. I'm like, wow, like I'd be around people, and then I just feel like the connection wasn't there anymore. You know what I mean?
I felt that too. It makes you feel like so alone too. You feel like nobody can relate to like
Yeah, facts,
understands
facts. Like like I said, like I have like a new roster of friends completely now, because it's just like it's not like I resented any of my friends. It's just like the connection wasn't there anymore, because I just felt like different, you know. But yeah, this year was rough. Like up until like March 2023, I felt like my life was all just like sunshine and roses, you know, sunflowers and stuff. Like it was just like I didn't have any real problems. And then, you know, obviously my perspective changed, and then it's just like it's not worse, but it's just different, you know. And you know, I feel kind of guilty even talking about that right now, because I'm only 18, and there's been people that have gone through so much worse. And I feel guilty, because I'm like, okay, whatever happened to me was like, it wasn't even really that, like, it was pretty sad, but it was pretty, I mean, nothing directly happened to me. Like I just witnessed something, right? And you know, I gotta thank my lucky stars, because nothing actually like happened to me, but like, it still affected me. You know what I'm saying? So, on top of all that stuff, and having to, you know, talk to people and try to, you know, sort out your mental health issues and stuff, like school, like I said, was terrible. You know, friends, people were changing. I didn't have like the same friends. Like it was, yes, it was rough. Senior year was rough, and I don't think it was like a normal. I don't know. There's not no such thing as normal. What do you want? What do you want, dude? We are.
We're recording a podcast.
Yeah. Yes, please. Go that way. All right, bro. He's gotta have his 5 seconds of fame. What was I saying? That's Chase, my little brother. He likes to stir the pot. You know. What was I saying? I don't remember.
Talking about like.
Oh, okay. So yeah, like okay, like I don't think there's such thing as normal, but I feel like my senior year and the specific occurrences that happened to me following or like prior to senior year, like was not typical of a normal kid's senior year. I feel like, because like the cards that I was dealt were definitely different. Because I'm looking at like kids just like our age going out and having fun, and I just feel like Batman. I'm like, I'm dark and pretty. I'm like, oh, darkness. Like I kind of felt like that, but it was bad. Like I shouldn't be feeling like that. I should be feeling like I should be making the best out of what was happening, and I didn't always do that. But I feel like I'm finally getting to a point where I'm like, all right, I can relax. Like everything's okay, you know. So yeah, senior year was a little stressful, and all these ops, bro, that hate us, like that did not help either. Talk to us. Talk to us. We're nice guys. Exactly. We're not going to judge you.
I'll take happy criticism. Come and talk to me, but don't say stuff over a screen.
Like, yes. Little thumb demons. Exactly. Like, I guarantee you, like, we're not going to hold a bias going into it. If you're different than us, we're not going to automatically be like, oh, we're not going to talk to you. You support Biden. You wear goth makeup. You wear, like, no. Like, talk to me. Like, I had a particular group of friends at the lunch table. They probably know who they are. Senior year, that would make fun of the girl that wore elf ears. I'm like, guys, leave her alone. Like, come on, all right, it's not funny anymore. Like, I'm not gonna like people like that were like making fun of us and saying mean stuff to us. You know, after that one particular TikTok that you posted, it's like, all right, guys, chill out. Like, you don't have to attack us. Like, you are being worse than what you think we are being. You know.
Exactly. I used to mess with people too, like joke and make fun, but like I don't know. Now I just kind of like realize that stuff, and I try and like respect people like the best I can.
Yeah.
But, like honestly, like I was saying earlier, like everybody deserves respect.
Like people I've like never talked to in my life, people that I've never like known, like have started attacking us. I haven't. Yes, yes. She just struck again not too long ago. I don't know what happened, bro.
Tell me that after we get off of this. Probably should.
Yeah, she people I haven't talked to in years that I used to be friends with, that I don't understand what I did to them to make you hate me. And you can't take what people are saying in government class, biased information that they're taking out of conversations, and automatically just label me as a monster. You can't do that. You have to look at the context. Like you can have your opinions and you can disagree with me, but you can't just say I'm a horrible person because I have a different opinion than you. You know, I'm not saying you're a horrible person. Exactly. Like if you're pro-choice, like obviously I think that's wrong, but I can understand why you think the way you think. Yeah, I don't agree with it. I think it's awful, but I'm not gonna say you're an awful person because I understand why you think that way.
I understand where a lot of these beliefs come from.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some situations with that stuff, it's like, okay, I understand. You know, I get why you feel that way. Yeah. Like, stop saying I'm a bigot. That's just like, oh, Trump 2024, guns, God, freedom, kill all liberals, put them to an island. Like, no, it's not like that. Come talk to us. Have a good conversation. Stop being thumb police and hating on me and trying to screw me in my life. Like, leave me alone. Yeah, she struck again. I don't know. Leave me alone.
Wait for after, bro. Talk about that. I'm not trying to.
No, I know.
I feel like you kind of like ran around having your phone for like a long time. And
for sure.
You never really learned something. And I wouldn't really say you were in like an amazing place doing that. But then I feel like God just like gave you problems and stuff to like wake you up and change.
Everything happens for a reason, man. So now that when everybody, I feel like I can be that guy that can relate to people too and like can help people. Like a lot of my friends, like even like now, just come to me whenever they have issues and they want to talk because I know I understand. And I love that. I love that. I love the fact that they know that they can trust me and then they know that I can empathize with them. And like I said, I love that. I love it, and that wouldn't have been the case if these things didn't happen. So, yeah, everything happens for a reason.
I feel like some people don't come to me for advice sometimes because, like, I've changed a lot. I feel like for the better. I feel like they don't want to hear the advice I want to tell them.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Bro's gonna whip out the Bible and be like, all right, I'll get this verse, which is a good thing. Yeah. But, yeah, and it's been kind of hard for me too. Another thing too is because part of me resents like the people that don't understand and don't empathize, and I gotta realize that it's not their fault.
Everybody's on their own time, their own journey.
Yes, it's not their fault that they don't understand how you feel and the things that you've seen that have changed your brain and your perspective. It's not their fault for not having that happen to them and that they don't understand. So a part of me does resent that, like subconsciously, and gets pissed at that because I'm like, oh, you don't even know. Like you don't even know. You know what I've seen? Like, screw you. Why are you being a dick to me? There's so much more. Like blah blah blah. Like that's my subconscious, but I do have to take a step back and realize, like, okay,
you didn't even understand before. Like,
exactly. There at your point 2 years ago. Do you think you could have been that understanding? You think you could have understood somebody else that was going through that? No. Maybe a little bit, but no, not entirely. And I'm not saying like I'm some fucking freaking therapist like that's gonna help you through all your problems. I understand everything. No, I'm just saying I had this thing that happened to me that that definitely changed my perspective on stuff, and I feel like I can relate to people. You know, it's not like I'm saying that I've been through hell and back, and I've been through all this crap. But there are so many situations that people have way worse, and I'm not even gonna sit here and try to pretend that like my life is awful. It is good. My life on paper, absolutely on paper, my life is good. I live in a really nice house. I'm gonna go to college next year on a pretty good deal. I got my hair back. Like, you know, life is on paper good. It could be so much worse. So we're doing good. But I mean, yeah, that's why I think they understand the point.
You're speaking facts.
Yeah, so.
I haven't talked to you about God in a while. On that.
Yeah.
How have you been doing?
Pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I'm okay. Like a part of me, I started reading the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the Old Testament.
The
Old Testament's wacky, bro. It is definitely metaphorical.
Some of it's the old, it's that, and some of it's the old law. That's why I'm reading the new first, so that I can understand the new law, so I can go back to the Old Testament, read it, and then understand.
It's so metaphorical. That's what my dad said too. It's like, bro, you can't start with the Old Testament because you're gonna be like, all right, what kind of freaking Greek mythology shit is this? You know? No offense, nah.
I'm not saying it's like fake, but like, yeah, I know what you mean. Some of it's
like very metaphorical.
It's hard to understand.
Yes, exactly. So definitely Jesus through and through, New Testament, like that's where you need to focus. I think is definitely the New Testament.
And then read, like, Paul's letter.
Okay, and then honestly, like the Old Testament is very like history and how things are, metaphorically speaking. I think.
Some of it is.
And it's very yes, some of it. You can't say all of it, but like I don't know. It's very tough because I feel like some things are just really, really hard. Like, you know, sex before marriage, obviously, like dude, it's like I feel like sometimes we're born with these hormones. Like we want to have sex. Like we want to go out and do that stuff. But we got to like try not to. But the thing is like you can't just like justify that because you're like, oh well, if we're born with these hormones, then why can't we just express them? Well, obviously, if someone wrongs you, you're gonna feel pissed and you're gonna kill them or something like that. You want to hit them or something like that. Like yeah, if like okay, obviously like that's a natural human response. Someone does something wrong, you want to hit them back. Doesn't mean it's right, right? So it's a hard argument because it's like, yeah, I was born with testosterone and lustful thoughts and stuff. I can't always control it, or not like control it, but like control the feeling.
You would say it's natural, but like remember that we're born into like this flesh.
Exactly.
That's bound to sin.
It's like yeah, okay. Some people are born with a want to go kill a million people. Like doesn't mean it's right, right? Exactly. So born to want to slap Dalton in the face right now doesn't mean it's right. Come here.
No, dude, that's like
are you gonna drink your Gatorade, bro?
Got Blue 30 in it.
You're gonna drink it? This guy's actually looking at it, bro.
Blue one.
Alright, give me it then, boy.
Drink I don't try to be like disrespectful.
This guy! Red 40, blue one, gonna give you cancer.
I'm chilled out about the seed oil. Like, I'm still on that crap. Corn syrup and...
I should have known. Do you even drink soda or anything like that? I am a soda-holic.
I drink water, milk for like my protein shakes and crap, and
Let's go. I
will drink lemonade.
Lemonade's good. Lemonade?
Well, I was gonna say, I really like my pastor, my church. So I go to in Arkansas now. It's like a mega church, but it's like a Baptist church. And
mega church. Really? It's huge.
Yeah. But they're pretty. They have like a lot of small groups. And they actually seem pretty like. They seem like not some mega churches are stupid. Ow! Holy!
What happened? Did you get bit?
Dude, I don't know if something stung me, but
the theme of this episode.
It's that stupid
weird bugs.
For real.
We are in the woods though, kind of.
He just got done going through Acts, and like he goes through each like he goes through a couple verses like a chapter or two like each Sunday, and like completely like tears it apart and like explains it. Now he's like doing Genesis now, and like you were saying how metaphorical and confusing. That's honestly what helps me a lot. Like listen to other people, like pastors that are like gone to school.
Know what they're talking about, yeah.
Actually, like explaining great detail. That helps me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I love my pastor. I haven't gone to church in like 2 months though, because Metro Community. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, that's where Pace goes.
Yeah.
I went there.
I see
one
Pace.
Time, probably like 6th grade or something.
Nah, you gotta go now though, bro. Seth is so good. Shout out to Seth. We love Seth. Seth doesn't know who I am.
I used to go like around here. I used to go to that Maryville
Baptist.
Yeah.
That one's not as good.
Well, Pastor Tom. I bet you gone there before. Pastor Tom, I really like him.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Alright.
You're chilling.
They had they actually had the mascot for the Kansas City Chiefs. This is like 2019, like right after they won the Super Bowl.
Really?
He came and did a like told his testimony and stuff, and he like can't really talk right because he like fell off a zip line.
Who?
The Kansas City Chiefs mascot.
Oh, really?
It was actually pretty interesting.
And that sucks.
It was pretty cool, like testimony.
Yeah, I bet. Shoot. Chiefs. Man, have we been doing this for like an hour yet? Probably. This has been a good one, I feel like.
I feel like too. Time low-key like flies by. I feel like this has been the most like
entertaining one.
Sometimes mine like it's kind of on my end, like I can be freaking awkward sometimes.
I get it.
Especially with like being on camera too, I've been like getting used to it. I mean, this is something I want to do, but I've always been like, I mean, not always been. I feel like I kind of got pushed into that because of what school does to you with everybody else.
That's true. That's true.
Introverted person since like middle school, pretty much.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
So I've been trying to make myself more of an extrovert stuff, so I can do these better.
I feel like I'm pretty extroverted and easy to talk to, so.
You're like definitely the.
Keep it flowing. Keep it the talking. I like talking.
I do too. That's why I like doing this. I like talking about like deep stuff. Sometimes I don't feel like talking because I hate like small talk. Sometimes it's just kind of like.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I got. Speaking of like deep talks and like we're on the religion note.
Look at that. See that bump, bro? You actually.
Damn. Fuck. I'm sorry. Shoot. I'm sorry.
You gonna kiss it?
You want me to?
Thank you.
It's brotherly love.
We're not gay. We're not
gay. I'm joking.
That's just ridiculous. Alright, what were you talking to?
I was saying like, I was talking to my parents yesterday about religion and stuff too. Like, it's so hard to come in from like, I don't know, not saying like an intellectual point of view, but like understanding human psychology to a certain extent, like. It's natural human tendency to want to like make somebody their leader. That's why we have presidents. That's why we have monarchs. That's why we always throughout all of time there's always been like a king or like a pharaoh and stuff. Like it's naturally human tendency to want to put somebody like have a leader, right? So yes, somewhat, but like I feel like the Bible. Sometimes in my head, like I argue, like I'm like, what if this was all just somebody writing it down to try to make humanity like better? What if it was just one man trying to put all these rules, moral rules into a book? and then like, but the thing is, I feel like you can't refute Jesus because,
You can't because of all the witnesses and also.
well, yes, but the witnesses, I don't think that. Okay, half of the world, billions of people either identify as Protestant or Catholic. All right, I don't think it spreads as rapidly across the entire world for no reason. I definitely think. What? Is it off?
No, it's just wait. No, it's on.
Okay,
It's like,
I think it's good.
actually, that's fine.
I feel like that doesn't just happen for no reason. Like I definitely think that Jesus was real. I definitely think that Jesus did all that stuff. Now, there has been some argument whether the testimonies are reliable or not, because there is a verse in the Bible that said that he spoke to 500 people, but there was like actually like, I don't want to say proof. You can't prove anything. There was limited evidence.
Says,
yes, you can't prove it. That's what Cliff says.
Prove, like,
Evidence of the 500 testimonies. That's a little bit of a plot hole, but I still think it's reliable enough, and the evidence that Cliff does give, I think is absolutely positively credible. I think it makes perfect sense. I think that you need knowledge. You need a knowledge. I made an analogy yesterday. I've been playing with Legos a lot lately. My year was so busy that I kept getting Lego sets from people because people know I love Legos, and I would not have time to build them because I was college essays, homework, and stuff like that. But I made an analogy yesterday. I'm like, the Legos. Okay, I build the Legos. I make the Lego world. It takes an intelligent mind to do that and assemble the Legos and put them in the way that I want them to. So like I have the Daily Bugle set, the Spider-Man Daily Bugle set, and last night I was literally like making scenes with like Spider-Man and Doc Ock and Green Goblin, like in the like Spider-Man saving Aunt May. He's got like I got 2 of the Lego ropes for webs, and he's going like this, like trying to save her. Like it takes an intelligent mind to create a scene like that. Like, and the Legos don't know that I'm doing that to them, obviously, right? They don't know I'm their creator. It could be the same. You could do that, but we're God's Legos. Like if you think about that, it's kind of corny, it's kind of cringy, but like, it's the same thing. Like we don't know that the Legos don't know that I'm their creator. Just like we could not know that. Like we know, but we don't like see that we are God's Legos. So I definitely think like that was a kind of a cute analogy, but I definitely think what Cliff says is very credible. Like it takes a knowledge creator. You can't get life from no life, and it takes a knowledge creator to like make the world in such a structured way that it is. And you may not think it's that structured, but if you look at the biology of our cells, it is consistent throughout mammals and maybe not fish, but like a lot of the creatures. There's a mitochondria. There's I don't know what the other ones are called. The nucleus, like there's that stuff, and it's consistent throughout animals. And like the structure of how we reproduce throughout animals and the cells, I mean, the plant cells, like, dude, how does that shit come from just 2 atoms going like this? Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm saying.
Bullshit.
There's no way that stuff just went like this and then randomly created all this junk, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's this.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Perfectly away from the sun, perfectly close, perfectly far away, perfect gravity.
Now we don't burn,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect gravity formula that we stay here, and all this stuff perfect so that we can live. There's no way.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's just chance.
It's something else. You can't refute God when you look at all these people in the world changing every day. Like, do you know like the Duck Dynasty people? Like Phil Robertson, complete alcoholic, like abusive and stuff, and he found out about Jesus, found out about what he taught, his story, and that accepted him and completely changed. The amount of people that completely change.
Yeah, for sure. It changes people's
that's
lives.
The power of God, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like yeah, I don't think that you can refute that. Just how it spread like wildfire, Christianity, throughout the world. I don't think people just made that stuff up. So yeah, it's good talk about Christianity. I was trying to think what point I was going to try to make. Yeah, but like everything that Cliff says, I think makes total sense. I don't think you can refute that. Stuart Nettle. Yeah. Freaking did you see that scientists? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I saw this on TikTok. TikTok's not always the most reliable, but I'm pretty sure that you can, like with solar eclipses and stuff, like they can predict when solar eclipses are going to happen by the movement of the moon and the sun and the earth. So we already know when the next one is. We knew when the last one was a month ago. You know, we knew when that or a month and a half ago. We knew when that was going to happen. Who says they can't do that in reverse and see when it was, you know, in the past? They were able to mark a roundabout time that when Jesus died on the cross in April on a Friday, that there was indeed a partial solar eclipse. I'm pretty sure that they were able to do that. I saw it on TikTok. I don't know if it's like 100%.
That's good. No, it's definitely possible that they can.
Yeah, they can do it in reverse, and they can see whenever there was a past solar eclipse.
Yeah, because wasn't I didn't read. What does that signify though? For being a solar eclipse?
Remember, it got dark whenever he died on the cross. Solar eclipse. We talked about this in Kleeman's class.
I remember like the earth shook and stuff,
mm-hmm.
And it says like the ancestors rose like when he rose or something like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it went dark too.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't. Have
you read it?
Yes, I did. I just.
It got dark from like for like a certain amount of time whenever Jesus was on the cross. Really? Yes, and they were. I'm pretty sure scientists were able to go back and see that on a Friday in April or March during like whatever AD or BC, that roundabout time in the morning when it happened. It was the morning, right? That when Jesus died on the cross, that there was indeed a solar eclipse. I saw that. I don't know if it's 100%. It could just be something pulling my. I think it's 100%. Yeah. I mean, we talked. Mrs. Kleeman gave like a little spew on solar eclipses the day that it happened because we had a half day and weren't going to do anything like actual school related. Yeah. So she explained it to us and she actually said something like that. She was like, "Yeah, this is what people like. It was very possible it could have happened whenever Christ was died on the cross." Yeah. So that's really cool. I don't think you can refute that. Even though I saw it on TikTok.
You know what else I saw on Instagram? I thought this is what you were actually going to say. Scientists found like that in dirt, there's enough material and like genetic stuff to create a human. Just like how Adam was made out of dust. There's the same amount, like everything in dirt is able to make us.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Like carbon and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atoms.
I did not even know. That's crazy.
Hey, makes sense, bro.
Science keeps finding things that like just prove like things that God like makes rules about or tells us to do. Like there's this other thing that says like whenever like you're like the part in your brain that has worry and anxiety,
cortisol.
Yeah, it's the same part of your brain that gives you the grateful feeling. Like in the Bible, yeah, it's like so you can't feel anxiety and feel gratefulness at the same time. George Shanker was talking about this. He was saying like how that really exactly reflects what it says a lot in the Bible. It's talking about whenever you feel anxiety, be grateful.
You gotta be careful with George Shanko, bro.
Why?
You gotta be careful with George.
What careful?
George is wacky sometimes, man.
Yeah, there's some.
I like George.
I do too.
He can be very hypocritical though.
It could be sometimes. I don't know.
I like him though.
I don't pick up on some of the stuff. Some of the stuff he says about. I don't know. I don't feel like you should smoke weed as a Christian.
I like George, bro. I like George, but sometimes he puts himself into like a trap. like before he was like mainly Christian-based content. Whenever he was with Logan Paul, impulsive. Like he would just like dig himself like a hole sometimes. It's like, bro, stop saying stuff like that, bro. Don't try to be like the beta male. Come on, just be cool. You know what I mean? Like with the Asian guy, like they were like beefing. Like George did not get along with a lot of people that went on Impulsive. Like the Island Boys, like all those guys are punks. But like there was sometimes I'm like, George, just why would you say that, bro? Like you just dug yourself a hole.
Some people, I feel like, well, some of them would mock God and stuff.
Yeah, which that's totally respect. But I digress. That was just George is valid. What are you doing after this? Trying to get some food?
Good if you want.
I ain't got nothing going on.
I got a bunch of gift cards. I just gotta. I mean, I already I moved a bunch of stuff down the basement, so it's easy for me and my dad to grab.
Or do something. I had plans tonight, but they got canceled. So.
Yeah.
Never know.
Bro, no.
Never know.
I'm not bringing up anything. You know what I'm gonna say.
No, I wasn't like that.
I don't know, bro. We're always gonna be tempted, bro. Like, even where I am now, I feel it every once in a while.
For sure. I mean, it's natural. It's natural.
I feel like it gets easier as you go on. Like, especially like I'm talking like lust and stuff.
Yeah.
I like.
That's another thing. Like the Old Testament kind of like conflicts me though. It's like if you lust for a woman or a man, you've already sinned in your heart, bro. Like, how am I supposed to control how I think? Like that's a plot hole, bro. That's hard. That's where sometimes where like I'm like the Bible is just like metaphorical and suggesting shit. What is that?
That's one of those stupid freaking
cicadas.
Cicadas, bro.
Feet or cicadas.
These were everywhere. When I like at track skate in Charleston, they were literally everywhere. Bro.
Are they like harmful at all?
No, but they were.
It's kind of a cool color.
They would like get all over us. There's so many that like hit you in the face and like.
That one's like blue, bro. Like blue and orange.
No, I know what you're saying.
Kind of looks sick.
It's saying like you've already sinned in your heart because I feel like when it's talking about lust, I mean lust can either be. Lust can either be.
That motherfucker came straight towards me.
Or it can be.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at someone like having like fantasies and stuff. So I feel like it's not really wrong because if you're in your head thinking about doing those things and when you're in that mindset, you're in the same mindset to go with adulterer and stuff like that. So it's really not far off.
Go and fornicate.
Yeah.
Bro, you need to get. I tell you need to get on this podcast. Adam's brother. You get Ryan on here.
I've been thinking about that.
Bro, get Ryan on here, bro.
Where is he? San Diego?
No, he's home.
He is?
He's home. Yeah, he's home for the summer. Dummy. I saw him at Adam's grad party. I like Ryan. He's cool.
I was getting onto, like, when you like start like refraining from lusting, you refrain from masturbation, all those things. Like you try and not like look at girls those ways, and like you force yourself not to. Like the longer you go not doing it, like the easier it gets because I feel like you've like given it to God more, and you've let God come into your life, and like slowly over time, like He just changes you. Like anymore, like anytime I get like a remote tiny bit thought of like lust type thoughts, like I just immediately like I just have like no desire to even like have anything like that.
Let's halt it right there.
Exactly.
Stop.
You don't. That's when you mess up. When you let that lust come into you. I mean, you let that sin, any kind of sin, come into you, and you start fantasizing about doing it and stuff like that. Then you've already lost. I mean, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's too late.
The struggle's real, bro.
I know it is.
Oh man. It's like hard, man. Like, how are you supposed to say that I sinned just because I thought about something? It sucks. I don't know. That's where I kind of feel like the Bible is like metaphorical.
Sin, though, bro.
I know.
It's not like it makes any difference. Like we're terrible, we're going to jail. As long as you keep trying to be better, you keep getting.
And I guess the sins.
Trying to be on that right path.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah. It's like, I mean, there's that rule in the Bible, like, okay, if you know that you're sinning, like, there's nothing to be forgiven for. But that's not. I feel like that's not the case whenever you sin in your head, like we were just talking about. Like you don't know that you're gonna do that. It's not like you're trying to, you know.
No. What that's talking about, yeah. What that's talking about is like lukewarm Christians, like kind of how I used to be. I don't know if you really knew that much about God when you were before, like.
No, I did, bro. I grew up in Christian school. I went to MCS.
I got you. I was gonna ask you.
You didn't know that?
I feel like that's a big thing.
Yeah, First Baptist. I've been in that. I've been in that building for like hours, bro. Like if you
that's usually something I ask.
I grew up in that building, bro.
No,
yeah, that's why I was kind of like plead the fifth because like the departure from that school was not good for me. So yeah, that's another story though.
But I feel like what was I freaking talking about?
Me going to MCS.
No, before that. What was I getting on to?
Oh no, sorry if I did I interrupt you.
Holy crap!
We've been doing this for a while, man.
Oh, wait.
It's almost 3.
Oh, talking about lukewarmness. Like,
Yeah, lukewarm
like,
Christians.
I knew about God, I knew His rules, but I never took time to like look into it. Like, you would know what you're doing was wrong, but then you just like half-ass ask for forgiveness, and then just like move on with your day and not even think about like whatever you did anymore. You don't even really care that it was wrong or anything.
That's true, for sure.
That's mainly what it's talking about. When you don't even care.
Yeah.
That's when there's no resurrection for you. There's no forgiveness.
Valid. Yeah. You trying to go to like Canes or something? I can drive.
You can go somewhere. I mean,
Trying to go to like the mall or something? You have a Canes gift card?
No, I have a gift card to some places.
Oh, then we can pick that.
We can go to one of those. Can't be gone super long.
True. Me and Reed went to TJ Maxx the other day.
Oh, really? Went
to Kohl's and tried on different clones. It's a typical Noah and Reed date.
Yeah,
Trying to be little GQ models.
Thank you for
Wrapping this up, man.
Gotcha.
We've been doing this. Probably been the longest one, honestly.
Could be. I don't know. It always like. I feel like the setup too is what takes longer too.
True.
I think this has probably been one of my best ones so far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been super chill talking. My problem is I get so caught up in my head thinking about.
It's like it doesn't like come out like.
Yeah. What I'm gonna talk about next, and what I'm gonna title the video while I'm recording. I'm thinking of all these.
What do you think we should title this one? I mean, we bounced it around, so.
I don't know. Mainly like thinking about remembering high school.
Reminiscing / theory, or I don't know. We'll have to think about it. We'll think about that.
Yeah.
We'll give the title.
But I like my mind's just like constantly running. It always is at all times. But like when you're talking, I'm constantly thinking. Like sometimes I just like zone out. And then,
No, I get it.
And then I'm trying to talk, and I'm like, oh shoot, brain fart, and then I'm like,
no,
that's my problem. With a lot of this
that's the struggle is real. I get it. But yes, sir.
Thank
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Real talk.
Real talk.